Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to Social Science online teaching classes from Vishwamanava Residential High School. I am Mahabubi, your social science teacher. My dear students, today in this video, we are going to discuss revise the question and answers in the lesson Advent of Europeans to India. The advent of Europeans to India in this lesson, we have already discussed the trade and commerce relationship between India had with Europeans. Then the second point, the arrival of Europeans to India for the trade. And the third point, the Carnatic Wars, first Carnatic War, second Carnatic War, and the third Carnatic Wars. And the fourth point, battles, Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar, and the last point, the British policy of dual government system. These points we have already discussed in the previous class. Now, let us revise the question and answers briefly. Okay, my dear students, let's start. First main, multiple choice questions or complete the following blanks with suitable answers. First one is, in the year 1453, the Ottoman Turks captured the city that is Constantinople. In the year 1453, the Ottoman Turks captured the city that is Constantinople. Then the second question, the sea route between India and Europe was discovered by dash. Answer is, the sea route between India and Europe was discovered by Vasco da Gama. Then the third question, the capital of French in India was. Answer, the capital of French in India was, that is Pondicherry. Then fourth question, in the year 1757, Robert Clive declared dash war over Siraj-ud-Dowlah. In the year 1757, the Robert Clive declared the war, that is Battle of Plassey. Then fifth question, the Diwani rights over Bengal were handed over the British by dash. The Diwani rights over Bengal were handed over the British by Shah Alam II. Then sixth question, the dual government policy was implemented by dash in Bengal. Very important. The dual government policy was implemented by Robert Clive in Bengal. Then let's move on. The second main, answer the following questions in one sentence each. My dear students, very important. First question, mention the Indian spices which had great demand in Europe. Answer is pepper, cardamom, ginger and many other spices had great demand in Europe. Then the second question, which city is known as Gate of European Trade? Keep it in mind, Constantinople is known as Gate of European Trade. Then third question, who had gained monopoly over the trade in ancient countries? Answer is, Arab merchants had gained monopoly over the trade in ancient countries. Then fourth question, who had gained monopoly over the trade in Europe? Answer is the Italian trade had gained monopoly over the trade in Europe. Then fifth question. Through which city ancient and Europe trade was taken place? Answer is ancient and Europe trade was taken place through the city of Constantinople. Then sixth question, very important, keep it in mind. When did the Ottoman Turks capture the city of Constantinople? In the year 1453, the Ottoman Turks captured the city of Constantinople. Understand? Then, seventh question. Who captured the city of Constantinople? Answer is the Ottoman Turks captured the city of Constantinople. Then, eighth question. The merchants felt that the trade was not profitable. Why? The merchants felt that the trade was not profitable. Why? Answer is because the Turks started levying too many taxes on the goods passing through Constantinople routes. The Turks started levying too many taxes on the goods passing through Constantinople routes. Then, ninth question. How Spain and Portugal were attempting to break the monopoly of Indian traders? Answer is Spain and Portugal were attempting to break the monopoly of Italian traders by encouraging courageous sailors to find a sea route to India. Then, 10th question. Mention the inventions which helped to find out new sea route to India. The inventions which helped to find the new sea route to India. Answer: compass, astrolabes and gunpowder. These are the help to find out new sea route to India. Then 11th question. Who discovered a new sea route to India? Answer is Vasco da Gama. Then 12th question. Who was Vasco da Gama? Answer is Vasco da Gama was the Portuguese sailor. Then 13th question. How did Vasco da Gama came to India? How did Vasco da Gama come to India? Answer is Vasco da Gama left Lisbon and reached Kapadu near Calicut on the west coast of India in the year 1498. Then 14th question. When did Vasco da Gama discover a new sea route to India? Answer is Vasco da Gama discovered a new sea route to India in the year 1498. Then 15th question. Who were the first to re-establish trade between India and Europe? Who were the first to re-establish trade between India and Europe? Answer is Portuguese. Portuguese were the first to re-establish trade between India and Europe. Then 16th question. Mention European trade companies who arrived India for trade. The European trade companies. Answer is Portuguese, Dutch, French and English or British. These are the European trade companies who arrived India for trade. Then 17th question. who were the first to arrive at India for the trade and were also the last to leave India on the sea route? Answer is Portuguese. Keep it in mind. Portuguese were the first to arrive at India for the trade and were also the last to leave India on the sea route. Then 18th question. Who arrived in India as the Viceroy of Portuguese after Vasco da Gama? Answer. After Vasco da Gama, Francisco de Almeida arrived in India as the Viceroy of Portuguese. Francisco de Almeida. Very important. Who implemented Blue Water Policy? The Blue Water Policy implemented by Francisco de Almeida. Then 20th question. Why did Francisco de Almeida implemented Blue Water Policy? Because Francisco de Almeida implemented Blue Water Policy in order to establish the supremacy over the sea instead of supremacy over the land. Supremacy over the sea instead of supremacy over the land. Then 21st question. Who came after Francisco de Almeida? Answer is Alfonso de Albuquerque came after Almeida. Then next question. Who is considered as the real founder of Portuguese? Who is considered as the real founder of Portuguese? Answer. Alfonso de Albuquerque is considered as the real founder of Portuguese in India. Then next question 23. Who waged a battle against the Sultans of Bijapur in the year 1510 and win Goa? Answer. Alfonso de Albuquerque waged a battle against the Sultans of Bijapur in the year 1510 and win Goa. Then 24th question. Which was the administrative center of Portuguese administration in India? Goa was the administrative center of Portuguese administration in India. Then 25th question. Why did the power of Portuguese decline in India? Why did the power of Portuguese decline in India? Answer. The power of Portuguese declined in India due to the arrival of British and French in India. The power of Portuguese declined in India due to the arrival of British or English and French in India. The next 26th question. When was Dutch East India Company started? Answer. The Dutch East India Company started in 1602. Then 27th question. Why was Dutch East India Company started? Very important. Because answer. Dutch East India Company was started with the aim of doing business with eastern countries and enter countries. That is the main aim. So that reason the Dutch East India Company started. Understand? Then 28th question. How did Dutch break the monopoly of Portuguese in India? How did Dutch break the monopoly of Portuguese in India? Answer. They established warehouses in Surat, Bruges, Combe, Cochin, Nagapattinam, Machilipatnam and Sinsar and other places in India. With this they broke the monopoly of Portuguese in India. Then 29th question. Why did the Dutch limit themselves to spices rich islands? Answer. They were unable to face competition from English and French. Then 30th question. Who issued a royal charter authorizing East India Company to trade with eastern countries for 15 years? Answer. Queen Elizabeth. Then 31st question. 31. Who issued a royal permission to British or English to establish their first warehouse or factory at Surat? Keep it in mind. Who issued a royal permission to the British to establish their first warehouse or factory at Surat? Answer. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir issued a royal permission to British to establish their first warehouse or factory at Surat. Then 32th question. Who was Sir Thomas Roe? Answer. Sir Thomas Roe was the royal ambassador from the court of James I. The next 33 question. Name the royal ambassador from the court of James I who visited the court of Jahangir. Answer. The royal ambassador from the court of James I who visited the court of Jahangir was Sir Thomas Roe. Sir Thomas Roe, the royal ambassador from the court of James I, visited in the court of Jahangir. The next question, 34. How did the British establish a strong fort named St. George Fort? Answer. British or English took Madras from the king of Chandragiri and established a strong fort, that is St. George Fort. Then 35 question. Who gave Bombay as an annual rent of 10 pounds a year to East India Company? Answer. Charles II. Charles II, the Prince of England, gave Bombay as an annual rent of 10 pounds a year to East India Company. The next 36th question. Name the presidencies of the British or English. Answer. Bombay, Madras and Calcutta. Then 37th question. When was French East India Company started? Answer. The French East India Company started was in the year 1664. Then 38th question. Which is the first factory of French? Answer. Surat. Surat is the first factory of the French. Then 39th question. Name the factories of French. One is Machilipatnam. Second one is Chandranagar. Third one is Mahi. Fourth one is Karikalu. Fifth one is Qasim Bazar. And sixth one is Balasur. These are the factories of French. Then 40 question. Who was Dupleix? Dupleix was the French Governor General. Then 41st question. Why did the Portuguese and Dutch withdraw from India by 18th century? Answer. The Portuguese and Dutch withdrew from India because they were unable to withstand the competition from French and British by 18th century. Then 42 question. By which treaty the first Carnatic War came to end? Keep it in mind, very important. The first Carnatic War came to end by the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. Very important. Then 43th question. By which treaty the second Carnatic War came to end? Answer. The second Carnatic War came to end the Treaty of Pondicherry. The Treaty of Pondicherry. Then 44th question. By which treaty the third Carnatic War came to end? Answer. The third Carnatic War came to end the treaty, that is Treaty of Paris. Keep it in mind, my dear students. The first Carnatic War came to end the treaty, that is Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle. Then the second Carnatic War came to end the treaty, that is Treaty of Pondicherry. And the third Carnatic War came to an end the treaty, that is Treaty of Paris. Keep it in mind, very, very important. Then when was Battle of Plassey fought? In the year 1757. Answer. The Battle of Plassey was fought in the year 1757. Then next question. Between whom the Battle of Plassey took place? Answer. The Battle of Plassey took place between young Nawab Siraj-ud-Dowlah and the British. The Battle of Plassey took place between the young Nawab Siraj-ud-Dowlah and the British. Then 47th question. When was Battle of Buxar fought? Answer. The Battle of Buxar was fought in the year 1764. Then next question, 48th question. Who brought in dual government concept? Answer. Robert Clive brought in dual government concept. Very important. And the last question, 49th. Make a list of the Europeans who arrived at India to do business. All of you know that. Answer. One is Portuguese, second one is Dutch, third one is British or English, fourth one is French. My dear students, these are the 1 or 2 marks questions in the lesson Advent of Europeans to India. Dear students, the next class we are going to discuss the 3 marks and 4 marks question in the lesson Advent of Europeans to India. Okay, my dear students, thank you.